Welcome back, everybody. Okay, nobody's online yet, but I found the problem, and it turns out I am a bit of an idiot. That's absolutely tragic. Wow. The good news is I couldn't have known, right? Anyways, that was really stupid. But it's okay. We're just gonna move on. And we're just gonna continue like that never happened, like I had to restart the stream 5 times in a row. But we're good now. We should be completely good to go. Everything's fine. Everybody can see. Cats and dogs laying together, mass hysteria, that type of deal. Or is it living together? I don't know. So, welcome back, guys. If anybody even cares at this point. Appreciate y'all sticking around. It should be good to go now. So, here's what was weird about this entire thing, right? I had, what was it? Display capture on, which was situated above game capture. So that's why you guys could see only a black screen. But on Streamlabs, it was showing the game and not display capture. So that's how all that crap happened.
Inventory is full.
My inventory is full. Do I have anything good? Ooh, yeah, I do. Nice, dude. Let me get that on. But yeah, so that's what happened. We're good now. But it was weird because, like, I haven't really, like, had that happen before. But it doesn't matter, because we've done it, so whatever. Anywho, so if you've joined me for the 5th time, I will not be restarting the stream. We are good to go. It is 4:20 p.m. at my current residence. And we are just going to play some World of Warcraft before I have to go work out at about 6. You learned today, exactly. That's a nice beard. Thank you, Krieg. I appreciate that. I grew it myself. I can see you. I can see you. Yeah, I don't know if you got my whole spiel earlier about what happened. It was stupid. Basically. Gonna go ahead and pop a holy light. Hopefully I don't get DC'd again. I literally lost a paladin at 5 because of this. Like, I was attacking Garrick Padfoot over there, I think his name is. Fair enough, most tech issues are. Yeah, dude. And I'm thinking, if I move this up. Oh, you know what? I'm learning. I'm a learning computer. Check it. You ready to witness greatness? We're gonna move sub goal up and viewer count. I have no idea how many subs I don't think I have 92 subs on Twitch, but it's from like eons ago. Oh my god, dude, I need some. There we go. I need judgment. Really bad, because at least that provides a little bit more damage. I lost my mage, actually, yesterday. Ran into a pack of gnolls, and I'm like, oh, I watch everybody else. Thoughts on the early 2000s Ford Rangers? We'll get there. But no, I thought that, I saw everybody else doing Arcane Blast whenever they, like, ran up to a group of anything, so I'm like, oh, this will totally work. Anyway, so I got sniped as I ran away because I forgot they had crossbows and I died. So, thoughts on early 2000s Ford Ranger. I love early 2000s Ford Ranger about as much as I love Tacomas. Now, are they as reliable? No, I wouldn't say so. But, I mean, it's pretty close. And considering the deficit Ford, Chevy, pretty much any American company find themselves in right now, as far as reliability, because we all know planned obsolescence at around 100,000 miles is the big thing with, unfortunately, even my beloved Toyota going after that. So, came here from YouTube. I really love your videos. Always look forward to do upload. Well, thank you, dude. I do appreciate you actually watching. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here without you guys. I would be Probably back in the lab. Which, you know, wasn't a bad place, but I'm glad I'm not in the lab. Right now, anyways. Care for boxer engines or rotary? Dude, rotary sounds weird to me. It's like obscenely loud. Like, have you ever been on a snowmobile? It's too much, I think. Would you ever go back to the lab? Oh, I fully intend on going back to the lab. Just at like a later date. I know I'm 32 right now. Kind of running out of time to go back. Although, I mean, you know, the lab is not really as intensive, so I could. Sigmund, thank you, dude, for your follow. I do appreciate that. But yeah, would I ever go back? Yeah, I'd go back at some point. It's gonna be a little while though, because I'm still on my YouTube arc. You see the anglerfish video, bro? Yes, and everybody was tagging me actually in the anglerfish video, and I want to point out they can get up to 3 feet to 6. Like I think the largest one found was like 6 feet long. So I'm guessing that was just like probably a male, because the male anglerfish are much smaller. Either way, I don't care how small of a fish it actually is. Yeah, like it's just they kind of gross me out. Would I go into teaching? I mean, I kind of feel like with YouTube, I don't know, I get to like get that out of my system. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But I will say, the whole thing with, well, not teaching, but did I just mess that up a little bit? Nope, wrong way. There we go. Wow Such Gaming and I are actually thinking about doing the thing that all males in their 30s do and starting a podcast. So look out for that. I think in April. That was the plan. Turned 33 today. Roanoke's birthday. Hey man, happy birthday. I will say one of the things is because I pay attention to the stream more, I do not watch my health as much as I should. Love your videos, brother. Been here since Dead. Man, you've been here for a while then. Dead Space was... I still have to do the part 2 of the definitive Necromorph lore video, but I have to finish out the rest of the Necromorphs in the remaster. Happy birthday, Count. Yeah, you've taught me a lot in a digestible manner. Excellent. That has been pretty much my entire goal on YouTube is if I have some sort of knowledge, make it to where it's, you know, not only interesting to learn about, but, you know, I don't know. I've talked to people before who they're so smart that they, and I think a lot of people do this not out of like a sense of, you know, trying to be a douche or something like that. But sometimes when people are just well informed in general on one particular topic, they use the lingo and kind of like all the mannerisms associated with it and language, and it's just because they're used to talking to other people, I guess, who are also in the know, and it can kind of make situations difficult. For instance, I have a buddy that super into real estate, purchasing businesses, all that stuff, and I had actually tried to get a little bit into real estate, and I was like, hey man, so here were the terms I had, you know, what's going on with this? And he started talking, and I had to be like, bro, I don't understand what you're saying, because he was going like a mile a minute using terms I'd never heard before. I'm like, what does it actually mean? So I had to have another friend actually translate for me. Good way. So I can definitely understand like how it can be frustrating if you're trying to, you know, get what somebody is saying and they're, you know, speaking in tongues. So roundabout way of saying it.
What can I help you with?
That's kind of what I try to do with my channel. Make everything digestible so that people can understand that science is pretty baller, and pretty much we can all do it. So,
King's honor, friend.
King's honor, friends. That's
Light
right.
Bless you. Go
I've already
with honor,
cleaned up
friend.
the camp,
Be careful.
and I'm about to get judgment, I believe. Najombi, I think. Thank you for the follow, brother.
What can I do for you?
What
Light
can I
bless
do for you?
Or the Alliance.
Oh wait, no. I need.
Light be with you.
The light is always with me. You know what I hate? I really dislike how they took the light in this game and made it like, oh, it's the same thing as, you know, The shadow is just a different flavor. It's like, brother, I can't stand that you did that. Been watching you since high school. I'm 23 now. At least 5 years, my math's right. No regrets. Dude, it's crazy. Like, I mean, I was in my 20s when I started this. 2018 is 7 years. It's like, where does the time go? Slam my PP in the... No, bro, I slammed a cylinder in the car door. How do I remove the cylinder? Cutting it off is not an option. Give that myself up a bit. It's all good, man. It happens to the best of us when we slam cylinders in the car door. I've regurgitated what you've said. I'm a geological chemist, and biochem is so foreign. Oh, nice. Well, you know, we need geological chemists out there doing what they're doing, because chemistry, you would probably whoop my ass in that knowledge, because I dabble in chemistry, but I am much more biology focused. I need to watch the video. I'm curious about those creatures. Wait, which creatures? Am I excited about Subnautica 2/3? What? Which professions you gonna build on this Chad Paladin? So here's the thing. Skinning is pretty much the best way to go. So typically what I'll do, because I've gotten really good at starting paladins and then killing them, like around level 20, except the last one was not even my fault. I was minding my own business, having a great time, and everything went awry. Also, I need to pull up the YouTube chat. I completely forgot to do that. So if you're on YouTube, sorry guys, I forgot to pull up that chat. Although, I guess I could go to the multi-stream chat. Twitch requires additional permissions to send messages. Click here to grant permissions. Oh, good. It's gonna, I guess, bring up Opera. That's cool. Rip YouTube chat. No, I might be able to hear you. Authorize. Yes, I said authorize. Thank you. All right, we've authorized. I believe this is the multi-stream chat now. Unless, I'm hoping it shows up. It's not looking good. Oh, there we go. What's good, Roanoke? Respect for playing WoW. Saw your color out of space video was great. I hope your stream goes well. Thank you, brother. What did you guys actually think about that? Ah, flashbang. Yeah. That's Opera for you. Heard your experience time as going faster as you get older. Yes, it does. And who was it? I think I was watching, it wasn't Kyle Hill. Who was it? I don't know. No. What's his name? He's got a forehead like me. God, what was his name? He's, Joe Scott. There we go. I think it was Joe Scott. Anyway, so he was talking about how, like, the whole thing with time is essentially because as you get older, a year becomes less of a percentage of your life. So when you're 10 years old, for instance, a year is 10% of your life. But when you're 100 years old, it's 1% of your life. Dev Burr, thank you for your subscription, brother. I do appreciate it. And hopefully this is not laggy. I don't know if it is or not. Anyway, so because...
What are you looking for?
Hey, man, sometimes you just gotta... The good Lord gave me what he gave me. So, it could be worse. But anyway, so Joe Scott, yes. So it's just basically percentages of your life and perception of how much time has actually passed. So it was really interesting. Also, if anybody is chatting on
Be careful.
YouTube, it is not coming up in the multi-stream stream chat. So I'm kind of wondering. Oh, there it is. Hey, the masked tree. Hey, love your videos. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you watching. And thank you for sticking around on the Roanoke Games channel on YouTube. Because it's been a while since I've uploaded there. Or done anything with it, really. But this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing forward. And it's not just going to be World of Warcraft that I'm playing. Some people are interested in this. Some people aren't. I personally have been playing World of Warcraft since 2004. So, I'm in both chats now. Oh, what's up, you boy? Ooh, we can see that chat too. Can you really? Is it coming up? Oh, that's pretty cool. Awesome. All right, dope. You're not laggy, but there is a bit of delay. Yeah, I think there has to be a delay. TBH. Anyway, so we'll be playing like horror games here too, like doing all that standard stuff that I've always kind of enjoyed doing. So, and this channel, I think my biggest issue is I get a little too, what's the word I'm looking for here? Focused? Like I keep trying to build it as quickly as possible and then I get burnt out and I'm just like, you know, it's not the way forward.
Isn't ready yet.
And I bet you will definitely play a new game if I die almost immediately because my internet cuts out again. Next stream, Hello Kitty Island Adventures. Butters loves that game. I mean, I hear it's pretty good, especially if it's better than WoW. We could definitely play it. Enjoy yourself. I got 12 night shifts, so I'm off. Catch all. All right, bro.
Isn't ready yet.
Obsessed, you say? What's going on, Garcia? Been a while, man. I subscribe to all your channels, man. Well, thank you, the Master Tree. I do appreciate that. Because without y'all, again, totally boned. No, not boned. I can always go back to the lab, I guess, but I don't really live near that anymore, and so I'd have to leave the state and go back to Georgia. Are you excited for the... Okay, all right. What is this new Subnautica game? Or is it just an expansion? What we can do, I have 40% of an idea. Maybe I can press control, grab that, move that up to there. Look at that. That's almost perfect. The UI looks exactly as Blizzard intended. Pretty sure it's called Subnautica 2. I thought the freezing place was Subnautica 2. Or was that just an expansion? Okay, only a teaser trailer. Well, we'll have to see. Any chance you'll be trying out some of those... yeah, okay, Warhammer. Yes. I'm not just saying that. The biggest problem I run into with YouTube, and I've even contacted my YouTube rep about it to try to ask why this happens, but whenever... okay, so I cover movies and everything's cool and life exists and blah, blah, blah. But whenever I switch to like a video game, like even posting Scorn, I've seen like a 60%, I guess, reduction in interaction, like from people finding my videos and just everything else. So I'm not really certain why that is the case, but all I know is it does kind of screw with the YouTube channel a little bit. Now, what's the fix? Well, the fix is very likely taking the Warhammer videos and then just labeling them as the category films and animation. But then you really wouldn't find them under gaming. So, I don't know. It's difficult. Is it because your channel is fully tied to movie selection? I am told that that's not the reason, but it's really hard for me to ignore evidence that because I've tried this like 5 times. Like, I will always try it around January or February because I'll be like, oh, new year, new me, or some nonsense like that. And then it's the same crap every time. So I'm really wondering if, I don't know, YouTube sometimes doesn't even know their own algorithm. My guy is pretty on the ball with it, but it's just one of those deals. So I'm not sure. I thoroughly enjoy the Scorn videos. I'm glad you like them. I've noticed that if I post one video that's gaming or something like that, it's not that big of a deal. But if I post like 3 in 3 weeks, then it is a big deal. So I'm not really sure why.
See you later. Have a good one.
Anytime, man. I've been a fan and subscriber for a while. This is my first time watching your stream and followed you on Twitch. Ah, thank you, sir. Well, I appreciate you checking it out on YouTube. I am trying to grow the gaming channel over there. I'm not sure if people prefer me just uploading playthroughs or maybe I could do both, uploading streams as well. I don't want to get too, out there with it. And again, man, this sounds like my friend's issue. He wants to switch over to another genre, but he's stuck in the mobile game genre due to the algorithm. Yeah, And kind of the problem is you just got to kind of like eat it for a while, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, there's really not much that can be done. And okay, so I posted the color out of space, right? Well, as soon as I posted that, it was like 10 out of 10. And if you know what YouTube does, essentially it'll take your last 10 videos and then it will basically be like, how did you do? Like, what out of the last 10 videos, how did this video do? And 10 out of 10 means you've done something pretty bad or there's something screwed up with the algorithm. And, you know, I can deal with the occasional 10 out of 10, but it was like when I was covering Scorn, every single time I posted a video, they were all 10 out of 10s. So it's like, again, it's not supposed to happen, but it happens. Eat it, stick with it, maybe trend jumping. Yeah, you know, and that's another thing. Like, I'm gonna be covering Elevation here, I think on Wednesday, even though, well, I'm not gonna spoil in case anybody's seen it, but
have a good one.
so I'm gonna cover that, and then I'm gonna cover
Safe
the
travel.
Gorge for Saturday. Do you like Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Souls game? Dude, no. I could never get into those games. I don't know why. Everybody talks about it, and it's, you know, how do I put it? It's one of those deals where I'm like very particular about the games that I play, and maybe I'm just getting older, so I just stick with the same games over and over again. But then again, I've been playing World of Warcraft for like 20 years. So, I don't know. We'll see. All I know is that I'm not really a fan of Elden Ring, Bloodborne, the Souls, all that stuff. I tried. I just can't get into it. It's not like a issue with like difficulty. It's just the story doesn't speak to me. You know, being stuck on a spaceship with zombie. You know, but here's the thing. Fun fact. When it came to Dead Space originally, I played the actual, what's it called, demo, and believe it or not, I hated it when I first played it. It was crazy. I was like, who is this game for? And then like I just didn't play it for a couple of years, and then I don't know what happened. Like either I got a hold of a free copy or something like that, somebody else had it, and I just was like, I guess I'll play it. And then like when I was in college, I was playing Dead Space 2 all the time. Like, I was the guy who was sitting there, like, my friends would be watching. All of them are like, yeah, it's not surprising that you ended up on YouTube doing, obviously not live streaming, but that type of stuff. So, just play Skyrim or Total Warhammer 3. Skyrim's fun.
Isn't ready yet.
What do you think about the Burning Crusade? I'm pretty hyped for Vil transition into it again. Okay, so, I've heard conflicting things. I heard hardcore wasn't going to go into the Burning Crusade. Personally, I love the Burning Crusade because that's when paladins actually became viable, in my opinion. Like, you could always heal as a paladin in vanilla, but apart from that, I mean, it was kind of crap to be paladin, and I love being a paladin. So if it is gonna actually go into that, dude, I'd be totally down for that.
I can't cast
Let's see, where is my viewer count? I guess it's, unless I got rid of it or something. EQ2 was my MMO choice. WoW never really appealed to me. Yeah, isn't it weird how like some people just, they could never get into WoW, and it's like I'll never understand how people can't get into it. Cool, yeah. Thank you for the follow, dude. And you know, other MMOs I can't get into, but yeah. Man, that's crazy. Little booth pack back in the day, $100. That was a long time ago, man. Dead Space is hype. Looking forward to the definitive video of R2. Absolutely, brother. Dead Space 2 is an absolute banger. Great set piece. Dude, so when it came to Dead Space 2, like, I mean, it was just a different game, you know? Like, me and my friends were, like, it was terrifying because we'd be in the dorm room, right? And it'd be like, all right, shut off all the lights. We're just going to play Dead Space, and I'm just going to go through. And the first playthrough was wild.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
Just got off work. Gonna take a nap. I've seen Roanoke. Hey, Rizuku. I think I got that. You know what? I
Well,
kind of remember saying that back in the day, actually. Thank you for checking it out, dude. Do appreciate you.
Go with honor, friend. Light be with you for the alliance.
Here's a pro tip, though. We're not gonna report to Well, we're gonna report to Goldshire to turn stuff in. We're gonna grab skinning, and then we're gonna run over to Dunmoreau. Well, guys, anyone ever told you look like Dave Bautista with hair? Oh wait, I did. Ah, why? Thank you, sir. Do appreciate that. At least when he was swole. I don't know what happened to him afterwards. I mean, you can still be swole and get off the roids. Just go natty. This space is scary. I've only seen a couple creatures variations. Seen clips of the floating head one. IDK about that one. So, Celestial, if you would like to know more about Dead Space, I have a main channel called Roanoke Gaming, where I go in depth on like all the necromorphs, like in their entirety. How they kill you, what they are, why they do what they do, basically all that stuff. So I think a lot of people, at least from what I hear, a lot of people watch the channel because they don't like scary games, but they're interested in learning about why things are the way they are. So if that's the case, then you might want to go check it out. Now I'm over here. Whoa! It's the Mastery. Would you play the Witcher games? I can try them out. I've dabbled with the Witcher back in the day. People wanted me to cover stuff in it, and I was like, I think here's my problem. I'll play a game for probably like an hour, and if it doesn't immediately interest me, I'll be like, I'm good. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, everybody's like, just get past the snow. I couldn't get past the snow. I was like, bro, this is just, it's just not for me, you know? So anyways, we're gonna do this stuff because it's the best way to get money at the early portion of the game. Great googly moogly, he's over here now. I gotta watch those. Yeah, Celestial, you might like them. Spartan Noon. I believe he said that being that swole was being hard on his body, so he decided to take it easy. So he shrunk. Still probably would kick my ass. Matter of someone increase that size. Yeah, I think he was on, I think the biggest reason he was that size and why it was kicking his ass is because he was on roids. I mean, you get on gear.
What can I do for you? Be careful. Light bless you.
That stuff,
For the
it's
alliance.
terrible
Go
for
with
you.
honor, friend.
So I get why people do it, but I don't know. I'd rather just stay natty.
What can I do for you?
What can
Have
I
a
do
good
for
one.
you? Absolutely
Well
nothing.
met.
I need a skinning knife. 34 versus 46.
bless
Alright,
you.
good. Turn this in. Red Dead is good. No, go back and play Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe I'll do it on here. I'll do like an actual playthrough. Because I haven't, like, it's
need
completely
something?
fresh. I just don't do it.
See you around.
Probably refreshing
See you
spring
later.
water. Make this in
Safe travels.
All right. So now we got the long run to Dunmoreau. Go ahead and throw leatherworking up here. Skinning, we're good. I don't think I need to really. Perception might be good for finding things. I think apart from that, we're good. Shout out to Factor75.com for those Giga Protein meals. Bro, 40 grams of protein in the chicken meals. I gotta take my wallet out of my pocket. There we go. TBC is so epic. Yeah, Paladins were Giga Chads in that expansion. Especially if you PvP and get that sweet Gladiator and Weapon 2v2 with Druid's dope. Dude, so I used to run with the Druid back in TBC when the originally, not original, but when vanilla TBC came out. Which, hot take, I don't know if this is a hot take, but they don't need to go to Mista Pandaria, dude. Like, Cataclysm, if you look at the sales, Pogs, sure, why not? If you look at the sales of World of Warcraft, like, originally, you know, what was it? The height was, I believe, Wrath of the Lich King. And then when Cataclysm came out, it kind of dropped a little bit. And then by the time Mista Pandaria came out, it was like they stopped reporting figures because they're like, ooh, it's not going good. So I had this conspiracy, not really conspiracy theory, but I thought, like, why not go from Lich King and then take, like, vanilla into, yeah, Legion was pretty good, but take vanilla into, like, a different direction. You know, like, you have your retail, which did all this other stuff, and it was kind of like, you know, you can make your mistakes there or make it as cartoony as you want or do whatever, but then have like the separate universe where it, like, obviously delineates, there we go, from one another. I just think that, good God, there's a lot of people in this guild. I just thought that would be a better way of doing it, but it seems like they're just gonna keep running this one into the ground, and that's just kind of how we're gonna be. Am I still gonna hunt the Michigan Dogman? Yes, but I have to get to 1 million subs by 2027. Otherwise, we gotta wait till 2037, and I'm not gonna be old by then, but I'll be older. Everyone I know on roids are quick to anger, not gonna lie. I also don't know if they're anything else. Well, your testosterone increases. It's hard to maintain that much testosterone in your body and not be aggressive. Forget Red Dead Monster Hunter Wilds is around the corner. It's a game filled with monsters, and it's awesome, ecologically speaking. Might be a good idea. Are you going to finish covering The Last of Us HBO? I believe I did. I didn't, did I? Was I going through episode by episode? I was. Oh my God, dude, I forgot about that. I might have to. I know Season 2 is coming out here soon. Kata was not great, but Mr. Pandaria is better, but Classic doesn't need to go past Wrath. It doesn't, and if they wanted to go past Wrath, they should have built like a standalone type of deal. You know, I think that that would have been perfect. Take it in a different direction. But got a lot of people leaving the guild over here. It's like a train station. Damn, it's been a while since I've seen Rowan on stream. Yes, Hell Ruin, and I intend on actually doing this correctly, which is not burning myself out and then staying live streaming. I can't guarantee it's going to be anything like, you know, the largest streamers out there who are always doing crazy stuff, but you know, 56 people are watching. That's good enough. We'll have fun. Damn, it's been a while. Same. When was the last one? Bring me along to hunt Bigfoot. Bro, we gotta go get the Michigan Dogman first. And if it turns out to be the Beast of Bray Road, it doesn't count, is all I'm saying. Well, if you get too old, I'll happily help you hunt the Michigan Dogman. I do appreciate that. Totally unique name. Blizzard doesn't seem to have much creativity as of late. I quit WoW a few years ago and switched to Final Fantasy 14. Play Mass Effect Legendary on Sanity. The last achievements I need. I mean, that makes sense to me. Oh, I want my own. That makes sense to me. Like, I will kind of go through phases with World of Warcraft. Like, I'm back playing now. Me and my girlfriend will play Cataclysm because she's enjoying that. I don't know if she would enjoy hardcore or not. I mentioned it to her a couple times, but so right now we're leveling a pair of Blood Elves, but I go through phases where I'm just kind of like, you know, I kind of enjoy it, I kind of don't, and if I don't enjoy it, I just stop playing. So that's kind of why right now I'm playing World of Warcraft, and I'm going to try to get this guy to 60, but there'll be phases, right? You know, I'll get this guy leveled up, then I'll probably play something else for a little while, come back to him, and just kind of do it that way. That way I can catalog the absolute nonsense that I've been dealing with. Why are we hunting a man in Michigan with a dog? Well, because they've had it too good for too long in the Pacific Northwest, the northwest corner of Michigan. I don't know. Gotta go get some chores done. Have a good rest of your stream. Have a good day, chat. Nice, Celestial. Take care. Last one I was watched in 2022. Sounds about right. And I got you let hunted. Say what now, Tree? A tree and a name. It won't escape us, or will it? Wow, Pal Moon. What a name, brother. Classic Plus instead of Cataclysm, for example. Blizzard could have completed all the unfinished projects like Emerald Dream, expand on Timbermaw faction, Azure Battlegrounds. Yeah, they could do the things like, you know, just add content in because it's an MMO and it doesn't have to be an expansion each time with like this overarching nonsense that, whose video was I watching? There's some, so whenever I get into WoW, I like get recommended WoW stuff all the time. So he made this video talking about essentially how the issue with World of Warcraft is there's so many broken threads, I guess, and things that are never really completed or taken to their logical end, and it's just kind of been a problem. And it really is, like, what is it, Chromie time walking, trying to do expansions, you just end up, everything's disjointed.
What can I do?
It's too much at this point. So, I don't know. It's like Supernatural, right? The TV show. At a certain point, you jump the shark. How many more times can the planet be threatened? Big fan of yours too. Hi, it's good on Gravemind. Do you think you will still do a video on Stalker? I need to play Stalker. I know Stalker came out not too long ago, and I have been absolutely lazy about doing it. I love your videos. Ah, thank you, Gravemind. I appreciate you watching, man. I'll tell you what. This guild is an interesting place. I've never seen this many people just bail. Remote Tales After Work is a vibe. Dope storytelling channel. Dude, thank you. I appreciate that. I get a lot of people on that channel for some particular reason. I'm not sure why, but they are like upset. Like, okay, you guys know the Lore Lodge? Cool guy. You know, I interact with him like a lot. And how did Palamoon beat me? Anyways, I interact with him, you know, a lot. His channel's growing currently, so we haven't interacted too much recently, but there's like always somebody who has a problem with him. And I thought for a while, I'm like, man, you know, maybe Lore Lodge is just saying something like crazy in his videos. And then you go and watch his videos and nothing crazy is being said. It's just him stating like, you know, oh, this woman went out at night and terrible thing happened and she never came home. People like, actually, it was 1:38 in the morning when it happened, so it wasn't that night. It was the next day. And people would just get pissed. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? And I like, anyways, the whole point is I thought, you know, like, maybe it's just the way things are said or something like that. And then I started posting, you know, videos on Roanoke Tales of like similar thing. And there are just people who just get so pissed off that you gotta just kind of troll them back, man. Cause it's like, what is this dude's problem? And then my editor ends up getting angry emails about a bunch of nonsense. And it's like, wow, okay. So I don't know. People are weird like that. That is a good point, Hellrun. After facing God himself, what else do you face in Supernatural's universe? Dude, right? There's nothing left. People are like, oh, bring it back for season 16. It's like, look, I love Jensen Ackles just as much as the next guy, but maybe it's just time for that show to end.
For you today?
What can I get for you today? Do you watch Mr. Ballin? Yeah, Mr. Ballin's cool too. I do watch his stuff. I try, believe it or not to cover the things Mr. Ballin covers, but Mr. Ballin covers everything, so it's hard not to. But no, he's got like an excellent storytelling ability, like down to the pacing, leaving cliffhangers, how he enunciates certain things that he wants you to remember. He does a really good job. So I actually talked to the guys on the Unsubscribed podcast. I went to Texas for Range Day. That's where I got smacked in the head by a 10mm spent cartridge by Hidden Xperia, actually. Anyways, so I talked to them. I was like, hey, you guys, I've mentioned something on the podcast before. That was like one of the factoids I said or whatever. I didn't know if you guys meant me or maybe heard it somewhere else. And they're just kind of like, oh, okay. I was like, sick. So met them, like, I got the Roanoke Gaming channel. They just didn't seem too interested. So I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, you got to read the room on those things. So I was like, cool, well, you guys take care. And I just kind of noped out of there. So would I ever go on the Unsubscribed podcast? I mean, I don't really know how I would do on a podcast. Like, I'm trying to start one with Wow Such Gaming here in a little bit. But, yeah. Like, I don't really know what... Like, I don't know if I'd be an interesting person to talk to. Dude, I hang out with Hidden Xperia. When we were down at Range Day, like, if you go to my Twitter, me and him were absolutely running the pool table. He was there with He's a guy with a mustache. I forget his channel. Ah, what is it? I am totally blanking on this guy's channel. It'll come to me later after I finish the stream, I'm sure. Would you do a video covering the forest? Yes. I actually, on Roanoke Games, I was doing a playthrough of the forest. True, some people permanently wake up on the wrong side of the bed. We have to forgive and accept them. Well, do we have to? I mean, we're all on the same rock together, right? It's like, bro, we're not all having a good time all the time. Oh, dude, I still live to the Halo soundtrack.
Talk to me.
Was that the Sonico Range Day by chance? No, it was Desperado Ranch, I believe it's called. What is did Chunk of Boar make? Oh, tools for steel grill. The Axeman, I met him too. Kelly, he's a cool person. Didn't really say much. Not like, you know, for any particular reason. I was just like, oh, hey man, good to meet you. He's like, oh yeah, good to meet you too. And then we just kind of all went back to just shooting guns. So he's kind of doing his own thing. Have you ever read or watched Dune? The depth of my knowledge concerning Dune is what's inside the box. It's pain. So that's about it. I've never watched or read it.
Off with you.
Halo gets me mad pumped. You know, there's actually one good Halo 5 song. What is it? I posted it on my Twitter. If you go on there, I think go back like a month and a half or so. I used to watch an Xperia, but man, I can no longer stand his content anymore. Pretty dope. You're friends with him though. You know, I still watch Hidden Xperia to this day. He's kind of why I got into YouTube. Super cool dude in real life. I still like his content. I could definitely tell though with like, you know, 343 and Halo and kind of the direction they've taken it. You know, you do what you gotta do to keep making content. So I don't fault anybody for anything on that front. It would be like if for some reason they ran out of science and I could no longer talk about anything else, to be like, oh, I gotta keep making science, right? But actually, so I think in October, did we do? Yeah, Hidden Xperia and I have done a few collabs actually. But in October, I'm going to Halo Worlds in Seattle, because then after that, League of Legends? I don't think so, man. I'm not really into League of Legends too much. Did I get the? Oh, I did. I have not been using Blessing of Might this whole time. Noob move. If there's no longer any science, we'd be in heaven discussing it. That's true. Be like, now that we know everything.
I'm out of shape.
Okay, time to see what's up with this guild.
Yeah.
Jordan donated $5 through Super Chat. Sup, dude, first stream. Got myself a Rock MK 5.7 times 28, or by 20 times 28, yes. X28, yes. Loving it, yes. Let's see if that puppy enjoy your OG gaming. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate your Super Chat. That is absolutely baller of you. Well, enjoy, man. Rock MK1. And thank you for also checking out my stream. Okay, so what I wanted to look at guild information. Here we go. Don't ask for bags or get the cuck chair. We also have a horde guild, Doomhowl. Sick. Oh wow, rich boy. Say what? Well, now he's up there in the whatever this is. There we go. Oh yes. Oh crap. Okay. I've been watching you for a long time. It's been surprised to see you play World of Warcraft. I didn't know you were in MMOs. I am in
Recharging.
to World of Warcraft hardcore, brother. And that's why we're playing hardcore. Like, this is, and always has been, my jam as long as I can remember. Max mine is 75 in like 10 minutes. Dude, out here, because you have to kill so many animals, like the next quest, or there's a quest in a few minutes that's basically like, oh, kill 8 of these, and 6 of these. And it's like, sure, why not?
I can't cast that yet.
Bent large shield, don't need it. Problem is their bodies are starting to disappear without me skinning them. A tragic loss. Alright. Cleaned up everything out here. Time to go in here. Okay, so what kind of sucks is you can get absolutely screwed in here. My last paladin, which died under ridiculous circumstances of a DC, I ran in here with a warlock, and everything was fine. And then I turned around, and we didn't party up or anything, but the dude was dead. And I was like, ugh, and then like everything started spawning in. It was one of those situations where it's like, yeah, we could probably create a diamond. Oh, that's cool.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Probably, let's go ahead and make some light leather. Because I want to make the, 8 armor doesn't really sound like it's that crazy. But, that's the difference between life and death. And actually, speaking of, because I just reread what you said, people are now, I've been on YouTube long enough that the ideas that I've talked about, like as far as, not Would You Survive, that's Wild Such Gaming's, but kind of like, talking about like, how would this affect this, or who would win in this, like this situation, which I am not the first person to ever do that by any stretch of the imagination. But people are starting to like cover the same ideas that I've already covered. And it's kind of cool to see, but it's also like, God,
It's not ready yet.
I have been here a while. Fishing for
I can't
winter
use
squid
that
is
other
true. WoW Classic. Is it really? I never
I
fished.
can't use that.
I can't use that. Okay, we gotta get rid of the error dialogue. Options. Is it? Where's error? Maybe it's interface? I actually do like the floating text. Is it this one? No? There it is. Music. Why don't we loop it? Error speech. Goodbye. Okay, let's see. Back when I was a lab tech and would run mass spec, I spent the time finishing Winter Squid. I had to stay in a room and check the mass spec every 9.5 minutes. Not enough time to fish, but not enough time to do much else in the lab or in game. Well, there you go. Coming up on 7, 8 years now, I believe. Yes, sir, I am. I am getting old. Everything. Actually, I was doing legs the other day. I've reached kind of an interesting point, I guess, in lifting. So, I don't know if you guys know Scotty Fitness, but I also met him out at Desperado Ranch. And it was kind of funny because I recognized him by his mustache. And, prior, I was like, oh, hey, like he basically did this, I think it was a TikTok that I originally saw. That was him making this protein pizza. And I was like, oh, sick, I'm gonna try that. So that's how I knew him. Well, evidently he has tinnitus like I have tinnitus. So I met him, and I'm gonna not hopefully die here. Let's go ahead and heal up, brother. There we go. And apparently he knew me because he listens to the sultry sounds of my voice. So it was pretty cool. But anyways, so I started doing his workout program, which has been pretty cool. And it's like, I'm up to like 800 pounds on leg press. And I can do it like 3 sets of 10, I think. And it doesn't feel heavy. But I think part of the issue is I'm kind of like, you know, maybe damaging my joints. Ooh, I need to get some mana. I forgot about that. I think I collected 2K winter squid that winter. God, it was hell. Bro, that sounds terrible. Why did you do that to yourself? Are you gonna do anything Helldivers related? I need to. I did enjoy Helldivers. Finished 2K Winter Squid for gold and for the guild. I'm sure they loved you. At least did they, you know, compensate you? Treat your joints better while you can. I didn't appreciate mine enough, and now I have a bunch of joint problems. Yeah, I already take, like, I don't really have damage to them, as far as I know. I also take glucosamine. Simply because it's, you know, I'd rather take it now than be like, oh, I better play catch-up, you know? Also, I'd often play your videos while working in the lab and when I was on the boat to collect weapons. Ah, well, thank you, sir. Thank you for your past literal patronage, then. They didn't compensate me, we raid together, so downing boss is like, yeah, I mean, works out. Bro, this guild is crazy. Nobody talks and everybody just leaves. That's crazy. Who would do that? Ooh. Ah, oh, no. Ooh, okay. I need to go skin that thing here in a second. Actually, there's a couple to skin. I think the problem with guilds in hardcore is just too many people die. No. Oh, nope, it's still there. Guild sounds like a typical pickup guild. Mass invite folks, and then they leave. Guilds don't do much besides community until cat. Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but bruh. Okay, well, that sucks. But as far as, you know, dungeons and whatnot, instances are concerned in hardcore, I don't do them. I've died too many times. Gotta watch your back in here. Ooh, you know what we should do? Viewer count. Properties. It says it's there. Yeah, sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, dope. 31 on Twitch and 32 on YouTube. That's pretty cool. Flimsy chain cloak. Alright. Yeah, this is where things start to get... As long as we don't pull in another one. I mean, I'm fine either way. No, stop skinning. There we go. Yeah, that's a good hit. Let's go ahead and pop a heal. I found that in hardcore that caves, buildings, ships, graveyards with mobs are dangerous with the mob spawns and linked pools. For sure, deaths. Yeah, I truly do not like going into these areas. I know this area, so it's not as bad. I allege. But yeah, it's only because I've died prior. I've been overwhelmed by Wendigos before. These guys are not dropping a lot of mains. We definitely need an anglerfish emote. Why would we ever have that, though? Towers in water having the vertical bug where enemies can attack you on any elevation is scary. Yeah, I try to stay out of water. I cannot stand murlocs in this game. Like, especially on hardcore, because they change so easily. There we go. What I'm also going to do is... Where is my viewer cat? There it is. Come on. Oh, nope. Ah, not sub goal. That's not what I wanted. Sorry. One sec. Oh, it's locked. That's why I can't move it. So, let's... Obviously not there. Yeah, put it there. That sounds good. Cool. Give me the light leather. Oh. We'll go ahead and pop the scroll of protection. Now we need to take Rumble Shot, his ammo. Kill any boars along the way. Which universe would you live in any of the content you have covered? Dead Space. No. You know, I really wouldn't mind living in the Halo universe after the war. Metro would suck. Halo would be alright. Dead Space would suck. Scorn looks like it would suck. That sucks. What is this? Ooh, healing potion. Nice. Gonna need to get rid of this tooth. So let me ask y'all. Where would you live? And why? Because it sounds terrible. My first death to WoW ever was a Murloc. They run so fast. They do. I think everybody's been humbled by a Murloc at one point or another. So how hard is it to get into WoW as a noob? I've been out so long that it seems like be a major disadvantage. At least that's my experience with other older games that are still kicking. Bro, you can pick it up right now. To be honest with you. Like, I would avoid retail, personally, because even having played this game for as long as I have, retail makes no sense to me. It's just a whole bunch of crap going on all the time. So I would avoid that, but other than that, man, you know, come play, just play Cataclysm Classic. Like, you'll still kind of get the gist, and you'll probably enjoy yourself. So, I would say do that. You know what I could do? Then just drag these down. I got my skinning knife away from the top.
Be good.
Alright, so now we need to go kill a bunch of boars. But yeah, in terms of difficulty to get into, retail is the easiest to get into, the hardest to understand, in my opinion. Cataclysm is easy to get into, a little easier to understand because there's less bloat. And hardcore is hardest to get into, but easiest to understand because it's basically the original game. Ah, I forgot. Well, Mass Effect, you know, it's still not guaranteed that the world is going to be fine. So Mass Effect is like, ooh, it's still kind of like, that doesn't sound fun. So we need to go further. Oh, okay. There's a lot of dudes here. Okay. Yeah, we'll just run through here, attracting everything known to man. Well, of course I'd be interested in Mass Effect because of Tally, but are we talking like, do I want to live or... Because I'm probably just going to be some random dude. Like, I'm totally getting taken out by a Reaper. Tally is best girl. People who say Liara, something's wrong with them, I think. But if no Reapers? Yeah, okay, if no Reapers, then I'd probably live in Mass Effect. Garrus is... Now, Garrus is like the ultimate space bro. Well, I mean, I guess if, you know, you're into Garrus, then maybe not. But, yeah, I would... Like, Garrus is just a cool dude. Where... Alright, not really sure why I can't move this all of a sudden. Oh, there we go. Ah, there we go. Hey, 1 trillion women available to intermingle. This is true. And with the reach on YouTube, you never know. That'd be terrible. I need to get the warrior. Where did everybody come from? Just the amount. No. You should checkered. Because of the enzymes and they don't match up, according to that one Quarian when a human was hitting on her. There's no threat of that, which is actually kind of true, but still. Future antibiotics. Bro, we would have nanites by then. We wouldn't have to rely on antibiotics. At least that's the hope. If you could even contract that. I think if we become spacefaring like that, that far into the future, especially considering, you know, the actual act of procreation is what a lot of people enjoy and a lot of creatures enjoy, at least sentience and sapience, then probably we will have solved the problem of STDs, allegedly. Like, Morn was able to cure the plague in Omega. Of course, they could cure it, yes. You're correct. Which universe do you think you do best in? Well, in Dead Space, I'm absolutely going insane. That much is assured. I think I'd do alright in Halo. Depending on where I was. If I was on Reach, obviously I'm not doing alright, but anywhere else, you know, put me on Meridian or whatever. That was also, I believe, glassed. Ultra hyper crisper. Nah, bro, I think we legitimately, at that point, it wouldn't even be an issue of crisper. It would just be like, we'd have nanites to track down and destroy any issues that we had. Rono, what do you think about the pleasure button type of implant in some future? That sounds like a really bad idea. Because all people would be doing is just hitting the pleasure button. They'd basically kill themselves like rats would kill themselves.
You got my attention.
You got my attention. Of course,
Be good.
here's the thing. I'm sitting here playing a game I enjoy. This is essentially a pleasure button. And I've been playing this for, I've used an hour and 6 minutes of my life playing a game in the same way over and over again, just because I enjoy it. Okay, Shimmerweed sucks. We are not gonna go mess with that right now. What did I get? Quest-wise. Thunderail, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Grizzled in, dope, perfect stout. Not doing that right now. That was my assumption, or Fallout. Oh yeah, Fallout. I mean, you're dealing with monsters, but I mean, at least it's like, you know, a UNSC. They give you some equipment to survive, right? Like, you're totally good. Don't worry about it. Slaanesh corruption. Yeah, dude. Like, that's kind of the issue. Is if you give any animal the ability to just give itself constant, you know, dopamine and any type of pleasurable chemical in its brain, it becomes very, very addicting. Would be slapping the hell out of the pleasure button? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you see it with people who do drugs. Like, they want to stop, but they can't because the brain is just absolutely addicted. Alright, so we got that. Reckon we'll head back over yonder. Operation Recombobulation. Yes, good. We got 5:30. Alright. Gotta go to the gym in about 30 minutes. Technically speaking, I can go ahead and do this quest. It doesn't really matter because all you gotta do is just avoid being seen. Of course, what's actually gonna happen is I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna try to do this and I'm gonna DC inside of the cave, come back and die. Looks like they're waiting on the dude to come out. Excellent, okay. Just gotta grab the quest. Thanks. Come on. There you go. Is he coming out yet? Nope, still good. Now normally I do this at like level 10.
Here there. Be good.
So I need to be real careful because my ability to pull this thing is a lot better now. Think we'll ever cover Cyberpunk's robotic organism connection. Yes! I'm just gonna run straight to it. Alright, either this is about to kill me or we're gonna make it. No guarantees on either one. And will I ever cover Cyberpunk? I mean, it seems interesting, but I just don't really know Oh shit! Alright, we're good. That was close. Alright, well, we almost lost the paladin there, but we pulled that out at the end. We're good. Like a glove. Ah, chat's disabled. What do you mean? Settings, font size, unlock, make non-interactive. No, rename window. No. I want to be able to enable chat. There you go. That was close.
How are you? Watch your back.
Alright, so now we'll go back to Dunmiro. Wait, no. Caranos, I think it's called. Still waiting for the Subnautica video. Aren't we all? Yeah, I need to do that at some point, I think. Oh, nice. Connection makes you think of the Na'vi and Avatar. What connection? Like the connection to the the actual prosthesis stuff? Cookies 8 or 9. Thank you for the follow, brother. Overcome your fear of deep water? Ha! Never. It's not possible. Water is horrifying. What I should do, go to properties over here, then we will change that to, what is Titan 1? What does that look like? That looks terrible. Sweet Jesus, no. What about Ubuntu? That was not bad. It ought to be something like good. Vampiro 1. Eh. I'm gonna go with Zayada. That looks weird. Hmm. Six caps. Wow, that looks terrible too. My God. Satisfy. That's not bad. And then we'll just make this puppy a little larger. And there you go. Look at that. My UI looks like absolute crap.
Hi.
Hi.
Safe travels.
Tell me to have safe travels. We're like watching the spider movies cures your... I mean, I don't like spiders, but like, I can deal with spiders a lot better.
My, you're a tall one.
And I think that's kind of... Nobody likes that. Grab that. And we will grab Holy Light. Holy Diver. This is my freak out. We'll pop that on at 4. Alright. What I can also do...
I've the finest wares in the land.
I'm gonna call you on that. I don't think that you do have the
Off with
finest
you.
wares in the land. Surely they can't be the finest. Allegedly. Overcome your fear of deep water. Never that. Tell things. But Roanoke watching the Spider movies cured me. No, I thought cyberification of cyberpunk. Jesus, enough cyber. Would be interesting since it seems we are somewhat heading that way. I think we're absolutely heading that way. I don't think we really have a choice. I think the only way we're really going to be able to, in the future, do better than what our meat suits can provide is to just become more. Bro, look at my freaking UI. That looks terrible. It's like... That's funny. That's bad. Alright, I'm not going to make you guys just sit here and watch me make this stuff. However, I am going to make one armor kit because I got... That's reinforced. I need my gloves reinforced. There you go. Which talent spec are you most keen on, bro? Chad, Prot, Swole Red, or Holy Beast Mode? Bro, I love rolling protection, typically. But it's so slow, especially in Classic. And I had just gotten my Paladin.
What can I do for you?
Brush goods. Gonna grab one of each, actually.
Keep your feet on the ground.
I had just... Like, I was half a bar away from 20, and my game DC'd earlier today. And I lost that guy, and I about shit a brick over it. So now, I'm like, alright, cool. Well, is what it is. Guess I'll just drink this.
Hello, be good.
So,
See you soon.
I'm going to level as Rhett, and then I'm going to end game as Prot. I still don't like spiders, but these are spiders in your house. YouTube series has made me appreciate more. I watched one of the videos. I saw one of the... Oh, after I watched one of the video, I saw one of the spiders harmless. Really inside my part. I got excited. Yeah, I like... I always hate saying the name because there's no right way to say it. But Daddy Longlegs and Mommy Wide Thighs. Those are good ones too, but... I like those spiders because, I don't know, ever since I was a kid, I was just like, they never really bit me, so I was like, okay, cool,
How are
whatever.
ya? Keep your feet on the ground. Be good.
Keep your feet on the ground. Do you think nanobots would help cybernetics from being rejected by your body, and how? Yeah. Well, you gotta remember. You have major histocompatibility complexes on your cells, which is how your body identifies what is supposed to be there and what's not supposed to be there. Nanites, in theory, could take on those cellular markers to help your immune system identify what's supposed to be there and what's not supposed to be there. So if you created something that essentially was a nanotechnology that had the same marker signals basically on it, that would inform your cells that, no, everything's good. Do not attack, do not inspire an immune response, everything is working as intended, then by using nanites, you could basically calm the immune system down, and you can implant pretty much whatever you want. The biggest issue we have currently with things like organ donation is a issue of the organ itself being rejected by the body, and it's because it has different cellular markers on it, so the body doesn't know what it is, so it assumes it's foreign. Because it is foreign, so it attacks it. So by using that type of nanotechnology, you could actually quite literally form those markers to inform a immune cell that even pretty much anything that you put in the body is supposed to be there. It's basically just communicating and then getting the clearance from the immune system. Still very strong, just like spiders. These small jumping spiders, day long legs are allowed to live in my home. I made an exception. I got bit. Oh, that makes a female Black Widow. I would have crushed that thing on the spot. No shot, dude. Wolf spiders just creep me out because they're just too big of a spider. Silent prayers for the DC Paladin death. Prot Kings rise up. Bro, I know. It was ass, man. I was so pissed. Sending prayers to smooth sailing. And Red Ridge is where it happened. I haven't died in a little while in Westfall because I've kind of learned. Like, this is why I go to Dunmoreau first, because by the time I get back to Elwyn Forest, most of the quests are green. And then I go to Loch Moden to do the other quests. So I kind of just jump back and forth. Nah, she was chill, bro. I mean, if you say so. I like banana spiders. Of course, there's an invasive species that looks like banana spiders now. I think it's from China. And you should crush those because they are out-competing the banana spiders that are supposed to live here. So in theory, you can take a blood sample and use it to program whatever implant to be recognized as part of the body. Yes.
Great to meet you.
And you wouldn't even really need a blood sample. All you would need is a genetic profile of somebody, and you can get the information from that as far as what markers are being built, which ones aren't, how they look, what they're supposed to look like, and then you could basically adapt it to present in a certain way so that the body does not attack it. I know a woman who walked face first into a wool spider web and had a bunch of babies. That's actually a nightmare. I think I would just lay down and die. Got bit by a recluse in my foot, messed my circulation up. About 19 months? Woof, dude. When I was doing EMT training, I was going through with our EMT school, not EMT training, EMT school. I worked with a woman who got bit, and like she almost lost her leg. Turned into an infection. No, not the nanner spider. Don't they give men a painful, I don't know. I may have to go figure it out for science. Look face first into a banana spider. Dude, banana spiders are creepy. And I know for a fact that they would bite, and the bite would hurt, but they're very pretty, I guess is the best way to put it. I also like blowing on their webs, because then they start freaking out and shaking, and it's like, what is wrong with you? Like, brother, chill! Don't like banana spiders. Body size is about the size of a quarter. Yeah, no, banana spiders are huge, but their legs are, I think the biggest part of them, really. She DC'd for sure. Which means I'm about to. Wouldn't it be easier for nanites to recognize rejection factors like histamine and possibly cancerous growth? Well, I mean, possibly, but the problem is that you need histamines. So if you created a nanite that just destroyed all histamines, you would be in trouble. The key with any type of like implant or, the future of them, so to speak, is to stop the immune response from happening in the first place by hiding the actual implant successfully, because you don't want to just completely stop the immune response, because then something else could get in and then there's no response to it. Oh, sweet. That's what I was hoping for. Really wish I had whatever it is. All right. Oh yeah, run away from me. I looked it up. Yes, untreated banana spider gives a painful erection for hours and is followed by death. Man, what a couple hours of life though, right? Is that a bad way to go? It depends. Is anybody with you? Or are you just walking around, with a painful hard-on until you die? What if wolf spider had mixed DNA with an anglerfish? What? I think it would die, as well as it should. Virus-Daki. Virus-Daki. Yes! Thank you for your subscription, brother. I do appreciate it. It said to be excruciatingly painful and doesn't go away. And even if you survive it, it may never work right again. Yeah. I'm gonna try to avoid that in life. V is fine. We'll go with V. Works for me. Thank you, V, for your subscription. I can't remember if you covered Zombies. I think I was going to cover Zombies, but I think Wow Switch Gaming beat me by like a couple of weeks on that, and I didn't want to like step on his toes with it, so I kind of held off. I gotta cover it here eventually. Enough time should have passed. Sweet Ice Claw, bro. Yeah, Sweet Mist, too. Huge fan of your YouTube videos, and I'm very happy to see you gaming. Well, thank you, dude. I do appreciate it. The plan is to definitely continue on with the live streams pretty regularly. I'm not going to say, like, I'm going to be anything crazy, like, you know, a full-time streamer or anything, but I'll definitely still be on. That case had my prime. Totally unique name. That would be dope of you. I don't know when it comes through, but there it is. Thank you. Totally unique name. I do appreciate that, man. Yes, this time it's gonna be different. Mainly because here's what kind of happened last year. So last year, around November, December, my game plan was to kind of, in earnest, start streaming a little more and like get the channel off the ground and blah blah blah, and everybody's happy and life continues on as normal. Well, ran into a snafu, as we'll call it, and basically I ended up moving, and kind of like the whole life took a left turn. So it was just kind of like, well, I think I'm gonna just hold off for a little while. But now mentally much better place. Life is kind of back on track where it needs to be. So I'm like, okay, I think I want to definitely give that another chance and see, you know, because I enjoyed streaming. Biggest thing is I wouldn't have enjoyed streaming at that point, and I don't think you guys would have enjoyed listening to me at that point. And it was a lot just to keep the YouTube channels running, but we're Gucci now. I'm like, you're constantly watching your stuff too constantly. That's right, man. Been here for a while. Oh, are we on sub-train hype? I think at some point that happens. I'm not really sure when though. I don't really understand Twitch and how that works. Okay, I've got the Elder Crag boars. I want to know what that level 2 warrior was doing around Knowles. I think the most messed up thing that I've seen is somebody made a bank alt, and you know, you can duel to the death in this game. Well, somebody did the duel to the death. I think they went to click no, but they accidentally clicked yes, and then their bank alt got killed, and apparently that was for like several characters. So it's like, ooh, that sucks, bro. Plasma cutter master race. Dude, plasma cutter is the best. Although, there is something to be said about the explosive shot on the, oh God, what's it called? Pulse rifle. Really don't want to go into that cave alone, especially at level 8. Might come back at level 10. That's why settings has auto decline duels. Go on. I kind of forgot about this. Block trades, block guild invites, restrict calendar invites, block chat channel invites. Cool. Combat, here we go. Show reputation, show combo 1. Interface, maybe? Show free backspace. Yep, right. And then controls. Well, I don't know where it's at, but yeah, I know the setting you're talking about. I'm gonna call V and or Vi. Yeah, I think it's through a mod. Oh, sweet miss, bro. See if I can get a mage to go in there with me. That would be pretty great. I mean, shit, as long as they just go in there and help me clear. Let's see. Everybody's a mage. Okay. Fuck that. I'm gonna say nah. Let's just go check out the cave situation. Hello everyone, hope you're having a good night. What's going on, Mystic? I wanna go in here, I just don't wanna go too far, you know what I'm saying? Could be a problem. Ooh, journeyman's boots. Nope, guess not. You're about to fix a second plate of nachos. Jealous. Ow. We're at 15 miles yesterday? Bro. That's pretty brutal. I don't know why they didn't. Oh, shit. Well, surely this isn't going to be an issue. And you will have it fully explored. There we go. like I could have, you know, I could have survived down here. Red 4. So, actually, funnily enough, speaking of marathons, which training for your first full marathon, ran four half marathons. It's pretty good, man. My girlfriend and I were supposed to go do the hot chocolate 5K this morning, and she told me, she was like, yeah, I'm going to basically get up at 3 because we had to go get up at 4 to make sure we got there on time. She's like, I'm gonna get up at 3 so I can do some homework. And I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't set my alarm, and then she thought I had set an alarm because she woke up at 12. It was a bad thing. Anyway, so I woke up to daylight, and I was like, oh, crap. And that was the, how I missed the 5K this morning. I'd love to do an Ironman challenge one day. Dude, that's, oof. People, like, crap themselves during that. It's crazy. Parkour races are fun. I'm at the point of long distance running that I won't get anything less than 3 miles. Well, that would just be a 5K, allegedly. Not really alleged. It's true. Wow, got a whole group over here. Okay, I don't really think there's gonna be many gnomes left. Here's one. Have you running buddies who are training for half marathon in July? Apparently people pee on their trackers. Maybe to check to see like if they're in like ketoacidosis, I guess. I don't know. This place looks like it's overhunted, so I am gonna go turn this quest in. And I guess go back to Karanos so I can do Frost or turn in Frostmane Hold. Bring a spare change of pants. No pain, no gains. Maybe some diapers too, actually. Dude, yeah, I mean, people go all out. In fact, the guy, when I was going through EMT school, he was a ultra marathon runner, and he would run like 115 miles, stuff like that.
Be good.
It's crazy.
What's on your mind?
What's on your mind? All right, I'll sell some crap first, I guess.
What's on your mind?
I always want to know what's on my mind.
See you soon.
How are you? Watch your back. Be good.
What am I doing? Oh, I guess I just have to return to him. Okay. Normally, I like to go kill the gnomes, but for now, I guess I will wait. Don't forget to tape your nipples. Yeah, dude, for real, tape your nipples, otherwise they will bleed. I haven't gotten to the ultra distance yet, so I'm gonna see how I feel after full. I have a few friends running 50Ks later this year. Jesus. That's crazy, dude. I couldn't do it, man. Like, I like running, but that's just too much. Ah, they didn't loot their kill. The happy chemicals feel amazing. I've heard of these happy chemicals after running, but yeah, I've yet to experience them myself. I'm not built for running, I'm built for lifting, I think. What is it? Some people climb the walls, some people carry the boats. I carry the boat. Oh yeah, so much leather. technique towards running since I've always struggled despite pacing myself? I mean, bro, I'm right there with you. Maybe, you know, some of us are really good at persistence hunting. Some of us aren't. That's what I think. There's a recent clip of a woman asking the camera guy at the finish line not to film her back because she crapped her pants. That's exactly the thing I'm talking about. I had a hellish last week, so after running 50 miles a day, I felt amazing. And I'm doing kettlebell exercises at home for cross training. There you go. Nice. Get swole, man. Running long distances. Never got the mythical exercise-induced euphoria. Dude, same. I don't really understand it, but... Your character is at its weakest right when you hit level cap? This is per se. Oh. Yeah, retail. That's true. Long run pace is about 13-minute mile to 30-minute mile. Oh, that's pretty good. During the run, I'm bitching. But after I feel fantastic. Checks out. It ain't mythical. You just gotta bust your butt, yeah. I totally read that as something else originally. How did I miss these bodies over here? Wow, I'm just going back the way I came because I screwed up. Alright, doing good then. It's Boss Man, really. How you doing? What's going on? Lagurai. I'm doing good, man. How you doing? My cat is licking the cheese and sour cream on my plate after I had nachos. Well, that's the whole point of the cat. It's the cleanup crew. The next batch of nachos. Nachos sound so good right now. Actually, food sounds good. I haven't eaten yet. I had like an Uncrustable. Something therapeutic about skinning and herbalism and WoW, especially my mic dying, I guess. Oh, did it just die? No, we're good. We're good. Let's try it again. Herbalism, WoW, especially the chill OG vanilla soundtrack in the background. Dude, it is.
What can I do for
It's
you?
pretty nice.
See you soon.
What can I do for you?
Watch your back.
Just you on a pint. Off with you.
She has to eat my food, even if there's something she can't have. She's gotten into the sink. Yep, that's exactly what my cat does. Professor Furface, she's a Maine Coon, and she's growing right now, so she is all about being in everything all the time, and it is super annoying. Also, I need to figure out, I need to reset that goal thing. I guess I would just go to Twitch, right? And I can see how many I have.
What's on your mind?
What's on your mind? Give me the gnarled short staff. How do you look up subscriptions? There we go. Well, those are my subscriptions. How do I look up what I have? I have no idea. Does anybody know how you look up how many people are subscribed to you on Twitch? Also, we are going to go back to Elwyn Forest. Maybe my channel? I have no idea. I see followers. Yeah, I have no idea.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? You can purchase all the crap that I don't want. Please and thank you. We'll go ahead and get rid of the restabilization cog because I'm not going to need that for a while. Dope.
Go with honor, friend.
All right. Well, now that I'm level 8 and I can pretty much take care of everything. Dope.
Good day to you. See you around.
Oh, okay.
What can I do for you? Have a good one. See you later.
See you later.
King's honor, friend. Be careful.
Hey there. Safe travels.
I guess I would have to go... I don't know. Maybe analytics? Can you check Twitch analytics? Dude, it's been so long since I've been on Twitch. Yep, I gotta remember these guys. Oh! I also need to train. I hit level 8.
Greetings.
Greetings. Give me that parry. Purify, absolutely. Hammer justice, righteous. Nobody cares about Steal a Crusader. It is the worst thing ever, and it's only there to make you spend money that you don't need to spend. I am going to go learn first aid, though. That's always useful.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
Have a good one.
Thanks. I will have a good one. Making yogurt was my hobby during COVID lockdowns. Oh, that's pretty dope. I guess really it's just Streamlabs or something like that. I could fix that later. It's not really something that has to be fixed or learned now. You know what you should really do? Eddie the Gamer just subscribed. Thank you, sir. In an effort to prevent blood clots. You don't know it, but you're slowly ascending. So I can stand. Hopefully, this will look weird. There we go. It's almost perfect. Okay. I love having a standing desk. And the background changes. Look, whoa. The Anglerfish Mafia sends the regards. Why, thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. Tell it I send my regards. Buying scrolls, your stockades. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. So if you're gonna do hardcore, though, fun fact, you can go on the lower side as there are less people there. Well, kobolds. Did I not pick up Surely I picked up the gold one, right? Yeah, gold dust exchange. Okay, we're good. Oh, somebody must already be in there. Nice. Anonymous is gifted a tier 1 to anglerfish. I'm not sure if Anonymous is the name, or sucks to be that guy, or if that's like the actual, like, or just like they just, you know, you don't know who it is. But either way, thank you for gifting the subscription, brother. I do appreciate that. All right, well, this level 26 paladin's just gonna kind of take everything. Okay. Would you ever cover the live-action Transformers movies? It would be fun to watch you nerd out over all the vehicles. I mean, I could. I just don't know what there would be to kind of cover. Like, sometimes I get worried about becoming just like a film review channel. Ah, damn it. An actual anonymous gifter. Well, whoever you are, thank you for donating that subscription, dude. That was very nice of you. Thanks for standing up. Help me remember to stretch a bit for circulation. Dude, I have... So... Oh, nice. What are you? Are you... Oh, you're a priest. I can't really do much, but there you go. I have a treadmill that I walk on when I play World of Warcraft typically. That's... I think I've lost, like, a ton of weight on. What about covering Jennifer's body? I could probably do that. I guess the paladin just worked its way through. Anyway, so the treadmill. I've walked like 5, 6, 7 miles before. Just like a week ago. Hi, Life Magics. Do you want to like group up? Oh, that's a big problem. What about the Decepticons that pretended to be a girl? Oh yeah, I remember that. What was the deal with that? Well, chest. Oh, yeah, good luck beating that. Well, yeah, that's what she was doing, but like, it was just like, why? Big Daddy backfired. Thank you for your subscription, man. I do appreciate it. Howdy. They want to kill Shia. Oh, so fun fact. I like to tell this story. My brother almost fought Shia LaBeouf. So evidently, this is just what was told to me. My brother, bit of a black sheep. In fact, I think we all just kind of, like, all of us chose very different paths in life. So he was, you know, biker, all this stuff. Dude has been crazy for pretty much as long as I've known him, which is around 32 years. Anyways, so he was at the bar in Noonan, and if you know anything about Georgia, there's a lot of filming that takes place there, because the tax breaks are just much better, and rather than filming in California, because it's going to be a lot more expensive. Anyways, so he was hanging out with his buddy and his buddy's girlfriend, and he gets up to go use the bathroom. No, his friend gets up to go use the bathroom. So after his friend gets up and leaves, Shia LaBeouf had walked in with his friend. So that friend started hitting on my brother's friend's girlfriend. So my brother was like, hey man, you know, she's taken. The guy's like, yeah, I don't care. And he's like, oh, really? So he stands up to basically, you know, go after this other dude. Well, while that's going on, the friend was in the bathroom with Shia, and they were like, oh, hey, yeah, cool, like, whatever. So they come back to find that my brother's almost fighting this other guy. So basically, at that point, Shia comes up, and he's like, yo, man, chill out. My brother's like, be my brother. He's, you know, the way that he is. He's like, nah, man. And he goes to throw basically a punch at Shia, and then he's like, kind of pulls the punch, and he's like, aren't you that robot guy? And the guy's like, the robot guy? He's like, yeah, Transformers. Anyway, so at that point, they just all drank. But, so yeah, that's the claim to how that went down. I don't know. Interesting tidbit of lore. Ooh, new cloak. Now Shia's gonna jump into the chat and be like, that never happened. But that's just what I was told. Yeah, you see the stone splitter sears? Those things suck. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes, like, that's the whole thing. You just gotta throw a punch at someone. I mean, you know, there's been situations in my past where it's like, one of your buddies has a girlfriend and you gotta, like, say, hey, you know, to a dude, kind of just keep it pushing, bro, and typically, most guys will be like, all right, whatever, and they'll just bounce out. But, you know, there's definitely been... It's more common than you think for males to get into altercations because they'll step in and kind of say something if their friend's girlfriend is, like, another dude's trying to, like, hit on them. Identify as a Toyota Hilux. Will you ride me? Or are you an anglerfish? What? Bro... I want a Toyota Hilux. Hilux?
How are you?
Helix.
Still around.
Depends on what you want to call it.
Hey there.
So bad.
Have a good one.
One day. I also need to find a person to sell to. I think if I go across the way. Yeah, lost necklace. I can sell over there. There's over 1 billion women on Earth. Defo not worth going after. Yeah, I mean, anytime that I've ever hit on any woman ever in my life, if she's like, I got a boyfriend, it's like, sick, talk to you later. You just kind of walk off. Because it's like, they're not interested. If they're not interested, it's like, why keep barking at the tree? Just go find one that is interested. Lurking, my good sir. Nice. Going on Minecraft with my bro, and you're picking up on my mic. Oh, am I loud? Do I need to turn this down? Probably push it away from me. Aww. I need to stop leaning forward. Someone who were single have to say that they're dating someone because I won't accept to say not interested. Yeah, I mean, some people, I don't know. It's easy to take a hint. Like, I don't know why you would want to pursue somebody who's not interested. Yeah, I don't know. A little bit of humility in any situation is probably the way to go. But anybody listening, you know, you're hitting on a girl and she's like, yeah, I'm good. Like, all right, see you later. It's pretty simple. Now you're on my phone. It's a sensitive mic. I'm just loud. It's all right, man. Which is how I know my girlfriend is deaf, because she was taught. Well, she A was in the military. B,
See you around.
she was like, yeah, you just talk so quietly. I'm like, you are the first person
Hey there.
I think in the
Safe
history of the
travels.
world to tell me I talk quietly. What if a dude hits on you though? I mean, I've been hit on. It's just sort of like, it's the same thing. It's like, I'm good, man. Appreciate it though. I mean, you'll get some great compliments. I've gotten awesome compliments, but it's just kind of like, you know, thank you, but I'm good. she has a man is interested, then that's a sign to run. Yeah, that's not a good, like, if she has a man and she's interested, you really got to consider, am I going to get shot? And the answer is probably. A good egg. I don't know if it's a good egg. I think there's a lot of people out there who are kind of the same way. You know, it's sort of like, you know, everybody remembers negative stuff. So when you get like, you know, a dude or a woman, you know, I've turned down women before who were really upset that I did that. And it's kind of a similar thing. It's like, they don't take no for an answer. It's just like, no, but for real, no. I think people like that stand out, and we have a tendency, was it confirmation bias? I think is the word for it. But I think most people, if you just tell them like, I'm good, I'm not interested, most people will just kind of be like, yeah, all right, whatever. They'll just walk off. And it's not really that huge of a deal. But every once in a while, you will get somebody who's like, you know, a tool. Being taken makes them more likely to pursue men. Hulja, thank you for the subscription, brother. I do appreciate it. I will be resetting the thing. Oh, there we go. The sub goal here in a little bit. If I do this as simple, simple as that. For some reason, being taken makes them more likely to pursue men. I'm not saying it's everyone every time, but I tested the wedding ring trick, works a disgusting amount. So there's supposedly a reason for that. It shows that, like, it's sort of like if you're in a group of people and there are women also in that group, you're more likely to be approached because it's sort of like a vetting process, I think, where it's like, it shows that you're not a weirdo, basically. BK Shelton 12, thank you for the subscription, man. And because it shows that you're like, it's like I can maintain female friendship and it's like not a weird thing.
Have a good one.
Then other women will look at that and be like, okay, well, this dude's probably got more of a normal interaction. So it'll be like, if you're married, it's the same thing. You got a spec sheet on your PC build, big man. I do not. It's called Skytech Gaming. I bought this thing like not 3 years ago, probably like 2 years ago. And I still to this day have no idea what's in it, but it works pretty well. But an 8th point, you're just, well, I appreciate it, JRW. Hello. I try to be decent.
See you later.
I try to keep it real. Let's see. Speak with Grant. Okay, yep. But I am a weirdo. Bro, just don't be a weirdo. It's easy. It's not easy. You could be a weirdo in many different ways, I think. Not even intending. I know when I was single around here, what is it? I talked to a woman at the bar about, like, literally World of Warcraft. And I was shocked when she didn't want to talk later on. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have opened with that. So it's really easy to be a weirdo sometimes. Just don't be a creepy weirdo. You know what I'm saying? What interest of study has your attention? Well, I mean, when I was covering The Color of Space, when I was talking about fourth dimensional entities, that was pretty interesting. Currently, though, between Roanoke Tales, Roanoke Gaming, streaming, and then trying to do this podcast thing, I haven't been able to, like, look into much stuff. And YouTube kind of covers that for me because whenever I'm covering something, I'll have a generalized idea of what I want to talk about, and then it'll be like, I'll start going down rabbit holes, and I guess that's pretty much what I cover. So, fourth dimensional entities. Has that ever worked any? Does that approach work for you? To quote Warm Bodies, don't be creepy, don't be creepy. Yeah, just don't be creepy. Just, you know, be yourself, talk to them, go to the gym, which helps. And if they are interested, they will continue talking to you, and you'll pick up pretty quickly if they're interested. And if they're not interested, you'll pick that up pretty quickly too, because they'll usually tell you to go away, in which case, most people will do it politely, but if they don't do it politely, just go away, because you don't want to deal with them anyways. Wrap my head around a biological entity superposition. Necrotic. Explain what you just said. Oscar Phoenix SM. Thank you for your follow, bro. And it hasn't worked any? Well, keep trying, brother. You'll get there. Which vanilla dungeon are you most looking forward to? None. I try to avoid them like the plague, dude.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Really running out of space. I need to start getting this leather in order. Shoot, I don't have much that sort of issue. Go to a bar with long curly hair tends to draw women in and free drinks. There you go. It's not a bad way to be. Ooh, nice PvP. That sucks. Losing your level 60 mage to a rogue. Woof. Yes, bro, I don't dungeon at all in hardcore. Avoiding tough elite quest too. Bro, yeah, like, if I'm like 3 levels, if the elite quest is green, I'll do it. But you want to know what the biggest, like, trap, I guess is the best way to put it, as far as quests are concerned? Lock Modan, what are they called? The ogre quests. When you go in there, it is so easy to chain them together. It is like, you'll die in like 3 seconds. Would you like to be healed? Automod muting my message. What did you say, Spartan? Try writing it in plain English. I don't know. Yeah, Lock Mode on Ogre Quest is brutal. Oscar Phoenix's M, or Phoenix SM. Thank you for your subscription, dude. I do appreciate that. I really need to check to see what our goal is. Well, it's 100, but I'm going to invite, because I need him as well. That is why you always heal people. Thanks, brah.
Thank you.
Carpenter's mallet, you say? Oh, it's the one-handed. All that matter is that it works. It's just a spec junk. A spec junkie? That's what I said, but junk something. Bro, I am confused about your statement. I'm confused but intrigued. I owe you money. Thank you for your follow, bro. Do appreciate it. Alright, let's get up there, and then we can go to Goldshire. I am 30 minutes late to the gym at this point. That's on me. Probably because I had to restart the stream 5 different times. That was dumb. That's awesome. Oscar Phoenix -SM. You got it right the first time, but it's been a lot. I've been a long time viewer. Had to just drop by, show a little love. Hope you and your chat are doing amazing. Well, thank you, sir. Do appreciate you dropping by, and it's going pretty well. We're just hanging out, getting leather gloves, living our life deliberately. Stitches in Darkshire gets me spooked. Yeah, dude. I hate being on that road. It's definitely, I've died a few times there. How do I just move it this way? Maybe? No, I'm going the wrong way with it. This is weird. Oh, there we go. Have you considered doing the biological breakdown of yourself? I am a human. I could. Not really sure what I mean, it would just be basically biology. It's like, so my girlfriend's mom said I should cover, Cujo, and it's basically just rabies, so it would just be a breakdown of rabies. It's kind of funny. Have you considered? Oh wait, I already read that, but she didn't die. I didn't die. So I just can't imagine a biological entity occupying 2 points at the same time, multiple positions in the universe, also known as being in superposition. Not sure if I'm out of place here, but did you watch the movie The Gorge? Not yet. Actual fun watch besides the guns and snipers. Inherently interesting concept potential. Yeah, I'm supposed to be covering that this Saturday, so it's good that it's interesting because I don't want to, you know, watch something uninteresting. But so superposition, I mean, it's outside. Okay, so let me see if I can explain it, because color out of space, actually, this is kind of what I thought was happening there.
Good day to you. See
When
you later.
we have a first dimensional object. A first dimensional object can't see a second dimensional object, right? Because it can't see a second dimensional object, it can only see the first dimension of that object. So length, I guess, yeah, it would be height. Height, length. Basically, you could see a flat plane, length and width. So if you have a first dimensional point, it can only see like a one-dimensional point on there. So then take a second dimensional object. If it tries to see a three-dimensional object, it would only be a flat plane that it could see. It couldn't see depth into that. Like, so humans would be a flat plane, and it would see no other depth. And then if you turned, it would only see a flat plane. But then, like, let's say if your face was facing it, if I were to turn, my face would cease to exist, and only the flat plane of the side of my head would exist, right? So that would be like a two-dimensional object trying to see a three-dimensional object. Well, if you take a three-dimensional object, which is us, trying to see a fourth-dimensional object, it works the same thing. We can only see a fourth-dimensional object in one spot at one point in time, but the reality is it's expanding into the fourth dimension, so it's expanding across all these points. So that's why, to us, it's like, well, how can it exist in all of these points? Because it does exist in all those points, we just can't perceive it. And that's how that works.
Well met.
And yes, I did just cover color out of space. I basically just explained one of the major points in it. I should have told you.
Compliance.
Two-dimensional superposition would be like shadows overlapping.
What are you
Yeah,
looking
you could
for?
basically look at it that way. At least that's how I believe it would work. And I could be wrong. We need to get a
See you
physicist in
later.
here. What do you think about quantum entanglement? Quantum entanglement is a little bit above my pay grade. But, I mean, we just learned about the quantum,
You need something? Have a good one.
quantum, I guess, realm, so to
See
speak,
you around.
not too long
Safe
ago.
travel.
I think we don't know enough about
Have
it
a
yet.
good one.
So
See
I
you
don't. I
later.
definitely don't know enough about it to really have a good opinion of it. Ah, Kekus El Poep. I'm guessing people suck. Subscribed on YouTube. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Okay, so I gotta go run up to Stormwind real quick. The book Flatland covers beings in various dimensions. Good book. Read an AP Calc. Interesting. I've seen overconfident players get murked by the big boar near Red Ridge Inn. Oh, you're talking about Belly Grub? Yeah. Level 24. That thing hits like a freaking truck. The orcs in Red Ridge are a bit dicey with their nets and the elites. Yep. They should just realize you cover color of space. So a 2D super, yeah, shadows overlap. What do you think about quantum entanglement? Flatland is about a square that exists in a 2D universe coming into contact with a 3D sphere. And it has no idea how to understand it. Crazy, Lovecraftian, body cosmic horror with Nick Cage. Nick Cage is hilarious, man. He did this thing where he was like talking to his daughter. He's like, why don't you get the fuck out of my face? Or I'll do you a favor and get the fuck out of yours. I was like, what is happening? I think this is just Nick Cage being Nick Cage. In a groundbreaking use of teleportation, critical units of a quantum processor have been successfully spread across multiple computers, proving the potential of distributing quantum modules without compromising on their performance. Basically, is that just saying they were able to teleport particles and quantum computers were able to essentially, I guess, operate in a way that they were concurrently operating, which means the particles had to be there. Is that essentially true? I just can't see how a living organism can be integrated being into superposition to prey on others, so to speak. Well, I mean, okay, so let's say you can only exist at this plane, right? The plane goes infinite that way, infinite this way. That's all it is. Well, if that's the case, and then my hand reaches past the plane to like grab something over here, which is another person, right? They would see just this sliver of my arm in front of them and being like, oh, that must be where it is, because they have no idea my other arm or the other part of my arm's back here, or that my hand is here, because it's existing everywhere beyond what they can see and what plane they can see. So it's not that it's not there, they just can't perceive it. So by reaching back in time and combining two people, they've existed forever and always together at that point in time. Nick Cage is unhinged? Yes. Nick Cage, being allowed to Nick Cage is amazing. Like in Vampire's Kiss, where he's preparing for his role in Renfield. Ah, that's interesting. I'm gonna grab ye old bong for this, bro.
How are you? Safe
Well,
travel.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing, is
See you
like,
around.
when it comes to, I guess, the concept of physics and kind of how everything works within it, it's just one of those things, man, where it's like super
Looking for something specific?
confusing, and there are people who are much, much more intelligent than I who have worked on this stuff, and they figured it out. For the most part. Well, they figured it out to an
Need help?
extent. Gonna need to train those two-hand swords. 'Cause eventually I'm gonna get a two-handed sword. Woof. What we can do, actually, is this unlocked? It is unlocked. Kind of put that there. Ah, now the UI looks even worse. Maybe not there. Maybe above my head? Is this... Okay, hold up. Alert box. Webcam is locked. But we will drag that down to there. And then we will drag that up to there. And then we will put that over there. Cool. Have you seen Virus? It's more biomechanical stuff. It's good. I have not seen it. Is like, what year did it come out? Because there's, believe it or not, there are a lot of movies called Virus that have come out over the years. I'll have to watch Brian Cox content specifically in this matter. He's British, but explains it very simplistic and profoundly. Why does it matter if he's British? There's a lot of British people on YouTube, I've noticed. True, I would like to hear you expand upon it, being as I am doo-doo brains on biology and biochem. Well, okay, so again, I guess it's kind of, you have to understand the fourth dimension. You can think of the fourth dimension as like, let's say I'm in this room, right? And me being in this room, I am in this room at this specific point in time, and that's the only time that I can perceive that I'm in this room. I can't perceive a second. I know a second ago I was in this room, and I know very likely within a second I will still be in this room. However, at those 2 points, I can't perceive that I am there. I am only here now. Like, as time goes on, this specific second. So because of that, 1, 2, and 3 seconds are lost to me forever. And 1, 2, 3 seconds to the future are never known to me and what's going to happen. So 3 dimension is understanding exactly here, exactly now. And memory is remembering what had happened, but we still never know what happens in the future. So a fourth dimensional entity, every, let's say, just keeping time, right? Every nanosecond that passes and every nanosecond that precedes this exact moment, it exists in and it's aware of. So that's how a fourth dimensional creature exists, I guess, as a fourth dimensional being. So that's why if something exists within that type of, I guess, configuration of life, that's why I can't perceive it, because it exists outside of my perception, which is the future, and it also exists outside of my perception, which is the past. 1999, directed by John Bruno. Okay, I'll give it a watch. Have you watched Tangle? It involved reprogramming people to remove anger and violence. That'd be interesting. So basically, it got rid of their amygdala. By mingling the undecided states of different objects in an act is known as entanglement, then carefully choosing the right kinds of measurements to make on one. It's possible to use answers to force an entangled object some distance away to adopt and destroy the original object's quantum identity. Interesting. As Stan mentions, I just would like to hear how a biological integrate that quantum entanglement in their hunting. Oh, that uses quantum entanglement. That's outside of my range. That is something I would have to look into further. And on the spot, I am not sure. Do we have any concept of what the fifth dimension is? Yes. Fifth dimension is the entanglement of the fourth dimension. So, what is it? At least this is how I think it was described. The fourth dimension is basically room to room, forever and infinite. It exists in all of those, and it understands that it exists in that. I think it was the fifth dimension can change things, supposedly. Awesome stream, Rono. Keep at it. I got to call tonight. I'm actually heading into the inn right now to do the same because I got to go lift. It is almost 7 p.m. and I have not done what I needed to do. So we will do this. Sick! Alright, anyways, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope everybody enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please feel free to follow and all that good stuff. Good shit. Live Rona. Sneaky. You got here at the wrong time, brother. Great content. Catchphrases and all that. Much appreciated. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be continuing to do this here. Probably, I don't know what just happened there, tomorrow. Early on. We're going to be doing other things besides just Warcraft. Also doing games, board games, things like that. Sometimes just one-off, sometimes continuing to do stuff. All that good stuff.